Hey everyone, today I've got the Intern movie review. A retiree becomes a senior intern who doubtfully became popular among his co-workers and even his boss. So as far as the story goes, from director Nancy Meyers, who had previously done movies like The Holiday and Something's Gotta Give, comes this film that is just so heartwarming and even charming. I really felt like it gave me this relative feeling of emotions that, you see even within some of these other characters whenever they're on screen, which really helped because of all of the great chemistry that was going on in the film, especially with the main cast or main characters, and it just went completely unrecognized, or at least that's how it should be. The story itself I thought was pretty engaging for the most part, with some moments that definitely bridge the gap between the older actors with the mostly young actors in this movie, and having this sort of like generation thing going on, and just having to see them interacting with each other because they had to get used to being in this business together. Even though it would have seemed like a business that they were going into, which is sort of like this fashion magazine business, it seemed almost out of place for them. So as far as the casting goes, you've got Robert De Niro, who I feel like is in a really different role than I've seen him in recently, and I feel like this was a really good choice for him to play the intern to Anne Hathaway's character. I saw, some really great performances by them, and it almost feels like even with Anne Hathaway, having this sort of like Devil Wears Prada boss role, even though she really does have great chemistry with Robert De Niro, and they sort of play off each other, and they kind of look up to each other. So like, she would see him as his fatherly figure, and yet he sees her more like a boss, but also as a friend. You've got Rene Russo, who's also in this in a short role, but she plays a masseuse, which would be really cool to have in an office. And just some other actors, like that guy Boomer from Pitch Perfect, the guy from Paper Towns. So the things that I did like about this movie, obviously this movie did have some cute moments to it. You've got the boss who has a daughter, so it was scenes with her daughter and even with Robert De Niro I thought were just really cute, and just seeing interactions there. And it was also very funny, which I also enjoyed, because you see how these characters, them breaking into somebody's mom's house, things just going down, other crazy things happening left and right. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, I felt like the pacing wasn't really used well, since the movie did start out strong and it really had me engaged. It was really interesting, but then I sort of felt like it was dwindling and rolling downhill, because this movie did come out to like 2 hours long, so I was like, okay, I really don't want to get bored with this. It does seem like it does have potential to be great, or at least good. I felt like it didn't really have a lot of special moments to it, outside of what was happening with the lead characters, and obviously the characters was what made this movie watchable. So overall, I would say that The Intern might not have been the best movie, but I really think it is one that everybody should see, because I know a lot of people had seen this movie before me when it first came out, and I heard a lot of good things about it, so I just had to check it out, and I would still recommend it even if it's not, completely memorable. So I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of The Intern. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, coming for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.